Thank you.
Excellent. So as it looks like everyone's just about done filling out feedback, please look for Marisha to give her your feedback forms, and we'll get that to our speakers later. And Mehul, that was a very interesting speech. The only thing I would give you as a caution of advice is we work to live, not live to work. So don't be too old. It's not anything any of us are proud of. With that being said, our next speaker for today is going to be Phil Gabriel, and he's giving a speech out of our older manual, and I do have an agenda correction here. It's CC Project 5, but that is not vocal variety. That is how your body speaks, and Alicia, his evaluator, is going to tell us the objectives of that speech. Go ahead, Alicia.
Hi everyone. So Phil is doing his 5th speech, and it's from CC5, and it's about how your body speaks. So pretty much we'll be observing him on his facial features, how he prepares his speech, his mannerism, posture, gesture, body movement, eye contact, facial expression, speech purpose, and speech organization. All right, so thank you, Phil.
Excellent. No, we don't clap for evaluation objectives. Thank you, Jenna.
That's your one.
I want to clap. I'll clap.
So let me call up Phil Gabriel for his speech, Going Back to School. Going Back to School, Phil Gabriel.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you, guests. Thank you, members. I was inspired to do this speech by my evaluator. She did 3 speeches in 3 months. I did 3 speeches in 3 years. So go easy on me. Think back. Do not distant past. Think back 10, 20, maybe 30 years ago when you were a student. Now, you don't have to think that far back. It could be college, it could be university, it could be high school. Things were simpler then. All you need to do was study hard and get good grades. Now, spouses. You have children, you have bills, and you have bosses. Wouldn't you like to go back to that part of your life? I recently had the opportunity to go back to school. Now, it's been a long time since I've been in a school full time. I didn't know what to expect. What would the teacher be like? The coursework? The homework? And what would the other students be like? Would they be younger and hipper than me? I couldn't fail against that. It was a 3-month course in the middle of the summer. 5 days a week, 6 hours a day. In a smoky, airtight, sweaty classroom. I was frightened. Would I be able to take on this responsibility? Would I meet this challenge? Luckily, my fears were unfounded. The instructor was a pleasant woman, very forgiving and disarming. My fellow students were all middle-aged men, not as sharp as me and not as good looking. I knew I would soon be the teacher's pet. The school had a wonderful campus. We were able to meet students from other top studies, areas of study. And the perks were great. Every day, free lunches of Indian food, terrific. Refrigerators stocked with beer, wine, and sodas, and plenty of friendly co-eds. It wasn't Rutgers, but it was good. We had 4 members in my class, 4 single guys, all very dedicated to learning the material. And it was tough, but rewarding. Instructor was very demanding on us, very critical of our work. But because we had 4 individuals from 4 areas of life, we were able to support one another. And after each class, we would get together and critique the lesson, because we were as demanding of the instructor as she was of us. Now, this is not to say we didn't have some fun. Once a week, we would find a nearby bar with happy hour. And that's half-price drinks and half-price appetizers. And there was nothing more satisfying than sitting in a bar at 3 in the afternoon, knowing that the rest of the world was working hard and we were relaxed. The leader of the team was Mike. 6'5" tall, 350 pounds. He could outdrink and out-eat all of us combined. And since all of our individuals were unemployed, we always sought out free or discounted food. If we came across an all-you-could-eat special, we were there. Unfortunately, as all good things come to an end, so did this course. I did not want to leave. After 3 months, I loved being there. I loved the environment, I loved the teachers. But I was given my diploma and sent on my way. I was proud and positive that I had met this challenge and overcome the class. There were many skills that I learned that would help me in my next job. I also developed friendships that I hope will last for years to come. And I always know that if I'm in South Edison, I am always welcome to stop by for lunch. Now, everyone here, I highly suggest to go back to school. Now, it could be just one course, one night course, but I challenge you. I challenge you to learn new things. I challenge you to meet new people. And I challenge you to enrich your life. Thank you.
Wonderful job, Phil. Thank you for that speech. Everyone, please take 30 to 60 seconds, write out some feedback for Phil, and Risha will then collect it for you in a little bit.
So Phil, do you want to disclose the name of the school?
The name, IT America.
Okay.
You didn't get it.
It was like vacation.
Phil, I have to say, I wasn't sure what your speech was going to be about based on the topic, but you did glamorize going back to college in a way that I didn't expect. I do remember my time at college, and I was expecting maybe it would be a little more party-esque, but it was a very good message.
Well, at my age, I have to temper things down a little bit. Not gonna go wild like I'm in my 20s.
Maybe for a night, right?
One night.
Excellent. As everyone's finishing up giving feedback for Phil's speech, we're gonna move on to Nikesh's speech. And that's going to be for his pathway, and he's doing the evaluation and feedback project number 2. Saika is evaluator. Saika, tell us a little bit about the objectives of this speech.
Sure. So this project is designed to introduce Nikesh different styles of leadership and the one he prefers. And this particular project focuses on how to focus on different audience type and how to address them effectively. So all the best, Nikesh.
Thank you very much, Saika. So with that, and everyone has given their feedback in already, I would like to call up Nikesh Jain for his speech. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. Nikesh Jain. Wait. We're going to hold off on this. I'm going to rescind my invitation to Nikesh. Please set yourself up. Once you get everything going, you may have to hit the power on the projector. Then we will officially invite you up again. I didn't realize you had to use projection equipment. So anyway. Now we're just hitting fall, and it's a little early, but I always tell people, and I do this with my business as well, fall time is when I start thinking about my goals and my plans for the upcoming year. Right now we're just in September. We really only have October, November, December. We have 3 months left to plan out and figure out how we're going to engineer our lives and create our successes for the upcoming year. So for anyone that has goals and aspirations, I really recommend you sit down for the next couple of months. It usually slows down with all the holidays. Figure out what you want and where you want to go. And for those of you that don't have goals or aspirations, you have 3 months to find them, because you can't have no goals and aspirations in life. It's important that you're going somewhere and that you are happy with where you're going. Am I still killing time again? No, it's there. So with that, I would like to wait. Is your presentation up? It's a blank notepad? Good? Okay. With that, I would like to call up Nikesh Jain for his speech. It's not a competition. It's not a competition, Nikesh Jain.
So, liar, fire, friend on fire, many make me and son, annoying, you don't listen or talk. These are the few words, sentence, Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. You might have heard or maybe keep hearing daily, regularly at home, not from your spouse, maybe from kids. Like every time they fight, they fight all the time, regularly, and sometimes you think, okay, what they are doing. Kids basically, they spend more time altogether they spend more time together during their childhood rather than we spend with them. So you may be wondering what is my topic means. It's a competition, but I am positive after hearing this my speech, you may have some answer for that. So while many kids are lucky enough to become a friend with their siblings, but it is still common for many brothers and sisters. They fight and compete with their siblings. So my topic basically for the sibling rivalry. Let me give that what exactly the sibling rivalry is. The technical word is sibling generally. Sibling rivalry is type of competition or animosity among siblings. The siblings' bonds are often complicated and influenced by so many other factors like parental treatments, birth order, personality, and outside of the home, like the peoples and outside of the family members. Sibling rivalry basically intense when kids are kids are very close in their age and with the same gender. So often sibling rivalry often starts even before the birth of the second child, and continue for the kids to grow and compete for everything, like from the toys to even to get the attention for with their parents or their elder members. So who is responsible? I mean, what we can do to prevent the sibling rivalry, or ask kids to not to behave like nicely. So what the options we can do, like the parents can reduce their opportunity for rivalry by just to refuse the comparing or typecast their children. They can also plan for fun family trip outside, like the long trip or camping something, so that they can spend more time together. Also making sure that each child get enough and sufficient time and space of their own. They can also give each individual child attention, encourage their teamwork so that they can spend more time for the constructive work, and refuse to hold up one child as a role model. That is basically our concern. Like we just compare one with the other child. Like, okay, when they can do it, when she or he can do it, why you can't do it? So that's the other thing we can avoid with our siblings. So this is like I give the idea of the sibling rivalry and that how to prevent. What is my take on sibling rivalry? Like I have the two daughters. One is the 12-year-old and